CEO, PBC Limited, produced by and company. Media market coming some. As to seven some kind, no. Bano say omujuma di ni sanya. Obechirim el hanum. Alaji. Akwaba.
Yeja.
Beba chobi biya boko dia.
Adumu. Enya boko cry boko.
Shema kene be okakra na mi hani. Aha. Obi no kana so say enema bi yaboko, enema bi sunya boko. Na PBC design, office design bi yaboko honum dia.
Ya mi adum. Enya boko sa but say a team kwamu nkwa de ye beda nyame ase.
Enya boko sa wadwuma mu.
Eyo.
But say a team kwa yon kwane de.
Na
beda nyame ase. I see. Abere pesa mama boarding say PBC befa na ebe ye adwuma honum. Okay.
Be say afi ba kwa apa. Be say 1st May 2025.
1st May.
Yeah, 2025. Yeah.
Sinaje say May muswane we.
Yes.
And 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary. Enough of. Thank you.
And the allergy didn't 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, 1 year anniversary.
I see. Now, you the PBC show on Sano. None of Bobber party saying, Omujuma dear no more. Over two company in the same.
PBC, maybe 2 company dear na company look no kojoto. Na bibi any ho.
Kojoto.
No more idea say PBC. I say, minim. I say na omo adwin say PBC enye adwuma biom. Broni Beka say they ran it down totally to the extent that it was not looking attractive. Cemetery, it na Komoto's company membesum. Structures bibia na enye
na bibia enye adwuma. I see. Before I met to us no. PBC adwuma die pa ne sen. Abakose ma wo PBC we den.
PBC na PBC buying company under cocoa buying division under cocoa board.
Okay.
And they omo asede pa ne say o kwani bia obedo no cocoa e wo Ghana fa bia no na PBC asede say omo nkoto cocoa no emfiri sai kwani no.
Okay.
Because cocoa board ne ekuafo afa agreement say aban aka say obi a obedo no cocoa no ono aban ne beto sa cocoa no efiri no. Santi cocoa board ye regulator no eno oyi PBC say PBC nhwe cocoa no to efiri ekuafo no. So the PBC ya no until somewhere in the early 90s trade liberalization by
okay.
Omuka say any omuma other LBCs. Emekam. But really, PBC the end there. Na acquire there, it was established by an LI, legislative instrument.
By parliament.
By parliament.
I see.
And the purpose of PBC is to buy any commercial farm produce that is of a commercial essence.
Okay. Cocoa beans, you know.
Cocoa beans, coffee, cashew, if even it's maize and it is of a commercial value. That enye cocoa nkwa.
I see.
Anything na di nigina produced by company. First, na cocoa company.
Okay.
So targeted at cocoa. But with the liberalization, any PBC migrating into a company of itself, then they put it under produce. And the activities that the law has given them is, 1, you buy the farm produce, 2, you store them, 3, you haul them to the market side. So PBC is mandated by law to do 3 activities. Buying of the farm produce, having estates, that's warehouses and silos and other things, to store those produce, trade to haul. So we can get involved in haulage business. We can get into estate business. And the primary thing is buying of this farm produce. So PBC has no mandate in estate or haulage. The person is wrong.
I see.
This all make our activity complete.
But the core mandate from its inception, no?
Na cocoa.
Cocoa. To me, I'm talk cocoa on behalf of Cocoa Board.
But exactly.
I see. When you musika wana na mo de talk cocoa no.
Na acquired say because no na Cocoa Board ne generate sikane MI.
Okay.
Cocoa Board was the only source of funding to PBC.
Okay.
Because it's like Cocoa Board idea to say omuna ombeto Ghana cocoa bia omunso na wo kwan by law to sell cocoa.
Okay.
Out of the country.
Okay.
Nobody can do transaction in cocoa business without Cocoa Boards.
It's almost tough cocoa farmers in the hall.
Yes,
then they will sell it outside. So
that
they do buy and sell cocoa beans.
Yes. And they regulate the industry, make sure that the cocoa farmer is able to produce more. So they give farm inputs and other things to safeguard the industry. So Cocoa Board now more pesicano. At times near friend syndicated loan.
Okay.
They will go and raise those bonds, those loans, and then give PBC. Then PBC will go and do the buying and bring it back
to Cocoa Board.
Cocoa Board.
Oh, I see.
No Cocoa Board agent. They will sell out because they are the only people who are supposed to sell or do external cocoa transactions. No other person is permitted by law to do that. Santi cocoa bia ewo Ghana.
Ewo Ghana no.
Cocoa Board here. Cocoa bean bia ewo Ghana. Cocoa Board here. You can't sell it. No individual can sell. Yes.
Se uye cocoa kuyeni nkwade o cocoa beans na se cocoa board ho.
Yes. And LBCs no ye na yekoto. We are the aggregators. Ye na yekoto every ekuafo no ho. E dey bre CMC.
Okay.
Which is under Cocoa Board.
And also under Cocoa Board.
Yes.
Now, okay, Momo institution under which of the arms no?
Of
no, are you still under Cocoa Board of Finance Ministry?
No, we report directly to Finance Ministry.
PBC reported directly
yes,
to Finance Ministry?
Yes. We report directly to the Finance Minister.
But money Cocoa Board neye juma?
Yeah, ni Cocoa Board neye juma because Cocoa Board is the regulator under which we are working.
Oh, okay.
But we as a business, we report directly to Finance Minister.
Okay, maybe young possible. Some report to Finance Minister there. And yeah, mujuma dia mudi no. In terms of Sikano, Finance Minister the dema mwana se moju Cocoa Board nche.
Kanino ni eji wo Cocoa Board nche.
Okay.
But because Cocoa Board so answerable to the Finance Minister, and because they are the regulators in that sector.
Okay.
Nature say if even the Finance Minister wants to regulate or give us money, he puts it through the regulator.
Okay.
No regulator, no. So Eddie
Abamo. Okay, so meaning say Sika and free finance or direct emam I saw the Cocoa Board so.
Exactly.
Sisi is sanity.
As at now, and Tessa, because maybe by I have not realized any dime from either the Finance Ministry or Cocoa Board.
But the extent in which Obabetu a dying company.
Yes.
Is it not no,
because you see that if a company has negative equity, negative books, negative balance in your books, and your assets are cannot match
your debt,
then obviously you are off. Obviously you are off. Now also idea some market shares. If we had market share, then automatically we will say that we have not lost. But we have zero market share, negative books, equity, and that means the company is off.
Market share saying,
they say, industry, no?
Yes.
Ebia any other LBCs, no, ye to cocoa. Okay, me customers say, to say a cooperator, make me at all the total market value, no, me meto ebia 10%. Na say 10% of the total na amato. That is my market share.
Okay.
Santi and Camille market.
No.
Yes.
Total value no.
Yes.
So for instance,
that determines your market share, your strength in the market.
Okay, so for instance, me pese atini me bi say, Ebiana government of Ghana through cocoa board, pese o talk cocoa 500 tons a year. No akase bi asa 500 tons no. Momo edi maybe 20% or mon talk 10% mre. And market share na Canada.
Yes, and na ebe chere se mitimi to a. That means I have that strength.
Okay.
I have that customer base in the market.
Okay.
But so see me there 10%. No man to me and talk 10% no. It says I have a deficient market share.
I'm
and
coming.
Yes, 10% no amuka say me that is my market share.
Okay, I'm coming. Mate was here. So yes, I got 10%. Went to me and talk 10%. Ebi akwa 7. That's the deficiency abam. Said they okay.
Yes.
In that instance, no. Eye wo na okope sika beto ana say cocoa board na finance na so more sika nti want me to target no. Your targeted market share no. But what my question is?
My two questions.
Okay.
One, say cocoa board ma sika and Minister of Finance.
Yes.
Or mami sika no mami 10% sika. Na me kona man timia. That means I don't have that capacity. Capacity no any market share no.
Okay.
I don't have that capacity.
Okay.
That means I want to force to do something, but it's not doing. It's not going to happen because I don't have that strength.
Okay.
But so mami 10% sika na me kona me top 10 na me top 10% na me top broswa. That means I have that capacity exceeding that 10%, which means my market share is over 10%.
I see. Mate was here. Okay, how do you buy the beans from farmers? Cash and carry now on credit.
Can you know?
Because
they got me some background. Can you know?
Okay.
Na PBC in Kwan.
Okay.
In the industry.
Yes.
At times, farmers choose to give to PBC on credit.
Okay.
That was when they were the buying division of cocoa board.
Okay.
Omutimi the on credit when funds are not available. Yeah, the break cocoa board, no cocoa board, skaba, no more the amane kutia. That is previously. But a bedroom maybe. Cocoa board needs to get funds, which is the syndicated loan.
Okay.
Omoko abroche no mo
akojebosia.
Omoba no mo achama LBCs no. Na ye de akọ. Yes, so it becomes a cash and carry issue. You see, that is what actually the system had been until I came. But because of some losses now abba in cocoa board in Intino, syndicated loan approach no na enye ejuma. So it is now come to the off-taker agreement. That's the 60-40 agreement.
I don't know.
Na echere say wo be pe obi a obeto cocoa no. Ono obe pre-finance.
Okay.
Obe mauska. Na wo LBC no wakoto. Now they are break cocoa board. Then cocoa board will sell it out to the person. Now balances na account. Then they will pay. Then cocoa board will then give you your margins. Nature say cocoa board is no more pre-financing. It's no more giving syndicated loan. Just because of liabilities are eba almost during the previous administration.
Yeah.
And their books are not that good that they could have gone for this syndicated
loan.
And this is something that they also met. This approach.
But say they are still doing business.
Yes.
Because even though they met a debt of about 30-something billion, which you name, but cocoa board yentumu, cocoa board yejuma.
Yes.
So cocoa board I release sika our day two beans, is that not it?
Obvious.
Ti a kadi a cano honum batem yabeba so kakra. Yamku ya chika nemra. A kasa na over to your PBC.
From desktop review, 673 million plus, a little plus.
673 million.
Yes.
Na no ye e kabe no no.
Mbeso mu na near the banks ka. consortium of banks.
Okay.
They say 6 or 8 banks. And here they ejuma for so omweketuaka.
Okay.
And some statutory payments to say tax, that's GRA and Senate contributions. Then we also owed this third-party vendors,
Okay.
suppliers,
Okay.
and Omosoka. So putting all this together, now 673 million plus a little.
673 million.
Yes.
It when a car NPP abanja toho.
Exactly.
Oh, PBC de mamo.
Exactly.
Ebi adwuma fosika.
Yes.
Na and ebi nso so third party transactions.
Yes,
So.
to say suppliers.
Suppliers, no.
Yes, to say cleaning firms, security firms, toiletries, and a car batteries and suppliers, third party vendors are. Yes.
But in that sikano, me pese me finding out to say yama PBC sika so on fan koto koko and would this kana want to me and say a third party transaction and you have say arrears of salaries in kwa.
No, me mamin tiwase.
Okay.
Because a cano a hodro.
A kind of comprise the component here.
Component. Because banks no is about 237 plus million.
That's
okay. Consortium of banks.
Oh, okay. So banks in this kind of kwano. Yes. Over 200 million.
Yes.
Okay.
So we see banks now.
Okay.
It's car PBC to say ebi a time I do say enkoto koko. And a cocoa board entimi nya my.
Okay.
But because of competition, no, management say okay, and yen kwaji overdraft to a bank.
Okay.
Nien to koko no enko ma
cocoa board.
Na so mu tia na eja.
Mo de clear can.
Ya clear can. The ebeka mfaso ebeba so no. Then we use it to run.
Okay.
So mo ko to koko no mo de cocoa board. Depending on the time a cocoa board bet you then they have to go and make good of this. But the cocoa board cry entiment to muka intema, then you see that there might be some interest accruing on sika or mwakojeno. So also anya here, they would have an estimated margin that they feel this is going to come as profit to us.
Okay.
Without considering the accumulation of interest now, no omon fund to so they might spend over and get into the real amount that they went for from bank. If care is not taken, that is it. Ebia, you estimated a cocoa board within 1 month on Betuaka.
Yeah.
So the interest you were projecting will be 1 month interest. So you see that the differentials within the margin, that is money allowed you to spend. But the cocoa board and within 1 month, don't move to 3 months and above. Then that means you are incurring another interest of over 2 months. That means it will affect your interest. That it will affect your profitability. Also, your projections now your expenditure to cover the 1 month gains, buffer gains. Then that means you are compelled to spend into the capital itself.
I see. Eti maybe some way saying kakra because then interactive.
Yeah.
You didn't come up. Okay, so banks in the Sikana over 200 million. Let's say say 300 million cra. Mo GSA a overdraft am ko GSA mo ye pre-financing.
Yeah.
Yes, ana mo kasa mo de. Eti mo ko toy. Ena mo de koma cocoa board. Ena cocoa board entua na ba ye kana.
Debi cocoa board etua.
Otua sasikan.
Otua. It is mismanagement.
Mismanagement.
Yes. Mismanagement.
By the previous administration.
Sure. Very.
Who breaking it down in terms of what? Because a lot of money. What you are talking about over 200 million. A lot of money. Alaji.
Maminka asementio. Me buy.
Meet you.
Man, to me predecessors cry because at times not me person me can't ask me, but you are compelled to say it.
1, 2 predecessor.
Oh, now, sir, the role we take as CEOs, MDs,
yes,
they are fiduciary roles.
Okay.
Why dear to say me consume crofo? And I why dear to say bibia me no I'm doing it for the people. So, that role, no, you should be accountable. You should be responsible and accountable. Say, yeah, more appointment. Would your appointment? Santi say, oh, would your appointment? Oh, buy. Sanko be a handing over a mawa. Anka, how are you going to navigate? What you say? Now, Edru who mreso say, who be exit from office. Who went me anya sa akukudro no anya sa abadayen say, hey, I work for a company, and the company I'm responsible. A position I is a fiduciary role, and I have to do the needful administratively by handing over. When to me and yes, sir, morally you should have thought of it. But because of ABR, Sebio, I don't want to jump into conclusion. Because of greed, irresponsible nature of some group of people, you just said, oh, my appointment has been terminated, and went
into
Oko.
Because Mekai say, Anya be doing the appointment time, you know. I think we went for a handing over ceremony of MDF, Minerals Development Fund, whereby Dr. Louisa Hanabisu Ekoho, not the predecessor, no. It was a very nice ceremony handing over. Or no, the speech, the Okon, the outgoing MD and the incoming MD, no. So, Alaji, are you telling me, sir, Oduan Yanesa?
Man, Yanesa, obia, look, impunity.
What you're now handing over not to be a PBC.
Nothing. And you know, the funny thing is that me koto ma me be our office. So the very day I got my green letter, I went to the office and I met one lady who was the FNA.
Okay.
Apparently, I went and introduced myself to her. Madam, oh, I'm the newly appointed MD.
Yeah.
Then she said, oh, can she have a look at my letter? And you know, that is right. Because some people can come and impersonate.
That's true.
Santo Kaya and me my appointment letter, my green letter, edit. Then she said, that is okay. So I even took her number. You understand? Then I was communicating to her. So apparently, me going to put myself together so that I'll come and report. Me ofia offer me say, oh, she had just received termination of her appointment letter, and for that matter, she's going home. This I'm catching and say, oh, my sister, be patient. If even is anything, you just relax. Let's go through the system.
Okay.
Like handing over and other things. So that if there's anything to do, fine, we can see how we part.
Oba ya de chia no say the appointment that you terminated into Okofie.
Okofie. Pa mami ko.
Wa mabium.
And one day me friend.
Okay.
Me friend Oba, me say, oh mami, said na o boss. That's my predecessor.
Your friend saying?
Madam Vivian Boadi Apinti.
No, Oba.
Oba. That's the deputy FNA.
Okay.
Me say, oh, boss. Oniha. Metini say, oh, UK. Ena operations no so. Ono de oha. Ono kra oba officer bi. Your friend, your tunsa friend man by. So handing over ye ne I say, we should contact his boss. So what you say? That because they would not be able to hand over to Yen. Yen contacting the boss. And I made efforts getting to Mr. Nkansa. I got to him. Then he said, oh, that where he is, he can't come back to do handing over. But they have collated everything and will do handing over via this.
I have a tree in the front.
Also, obey handing over. Cocoa say tree, cocoa casa. Cocoa casa. Or see handing over no. Obey no electronic. I say wait there. Say
electronic handing over.
Electronic handing over. Dear ne pamo.
Yeah.
Wo ba no letter appointment letter no ye no electronic na ma. Nipa o handing over ma no or ye no electronic. I didn't know who say electronic now be. Na me tibo mu say and senior Tiana Abby. So immediately me shro command Ghana audit.
Okay.
Say, you see, some say my raw officer, sir. That be me so mean to me ko come asem. It me ko come asem.
Yeah.
Why ni my destiny? Nipa o say e wo kwan so handover ma or no oko.
Yeah.
Wo so wo be so. Na why na be ye wa dance ni? Santi me say auditor general be ye ma dance ni. De me beto ye no. Ene de wo ho bia no pensem. Nyehu. Ebi ansem na akodu ka ewum no krese sa aka no wo. E ba no se na sa aka no bai. Ena de ne ya anye ne yie nti a ya bo PBC brasa ama aba from say. Enya sikadie kwa anti ne ye auditor.
Enya sikadie kwa.
Debi. Because what me who say at times systemic failures be wo edwumam.
Okay.
And that can cause the company. So we wanted to take to say an informed base of the company. See who senior no makoye the entire PBC abegina bibia ewo. And nyamincha the auditor general so mu. And on beye special audit for PBC and all its subsidiaries. Many weeks say audit report no. Just last week I bet them same. And the same be wo air time.
Audit no.
Yes, because in 70 be air time.
Ebi ade yan yaraje.
Say financial malfeasance. Ye bisa say why your vouchers where diska? Ye say vouchers no fabra nyenhwe. Say so wa famra kwan so na wudi asika no spend this amount na. Say voucher ye dey mintimi hu. E coin.
Was peniska.
Yes.
But I receipt ni ho.
YONYE. Ena ebi so ho. Wo say oh me jisika yi me ko spending ni say. Ye this kind ma ho. Then you go and do a different thing. Misappropriation. Ena bi kotoko a ye omoboka instead of you say obeso no mu ajisika no na where you need. Santi se minisa mekwa kotoko. Na me boka ni ebeyi media. Se emam sika se me koto 1,000 bucks a. Se me shada boka be se 900 bucks. Se ni nyina se obeyi medi. Se bibia enka ho.
Odi omodi scam obi so nkoto ade a boka. Instead se ye be hold ni pa no accountable no. Na yaka chance ye yiwe di kofie.
Santi wo hwe minua se ne ekoyi. Adenti na ka embem.
PBC.
Yes.
Under Kufuor's regime.
Exactly. Maminchira Bibi, I want to be very clear. Well, who say yes, market share.
Yeah.
2016 to 2017. The market share of PBC was close to 30.8%. I'm being honest with you. And when you have a market share like this, know what returns of business you do. So after 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, PBC was going down totally.
What drop a market share no? 30.8 no.
Yeah, drop after 2017.
A company says 600,000 tons. And now more year, more 38%.
Yes.
And that's
30.8%.
30.8%.
Yes.
That's your market share. Now they are carrying for
other LBCs and multinationals, Olam, Cargill, and Nyankopa, Fedco, Atlas, Omodoso.
Eti Yamao government no 30.8 na 70 even 60.
Say
okay.
Your performance.
For performance.
Yes, your base or your clientele base or was 30.8 in strength.
Before NDC, John Mama Patron left power.
Yes.
Now 30.8%.
Exactly. So bisa say by close of 2024, no, what was the market share?
Market share in our better.
0, 0, 0, 0.
How?
Yes, that is how good some people can run state institutions.
0. From 30.8, you know.
Yes, from 2017 to 2024, 0.
0. It's not
Omunya he.
No me dey tu omo dey tu aka.
Say ntina adwumayefo eketu aka eda ho.
From 30.8 market share to 0.
0. You see, in some no be wo uka usha na nkrofo aye. I always say that wickedness and kasa bro pa e won nkrofo team. Wo beji ye no se na efe. And you see, at times, it's like, let's run the institution down, say it is not profitable, and we can auction it back to ourselves. What you say?
That statement make you also
it's like,
okay,
you're running institution down.
Okay.
Niyanka say it's not profitable.
Okay.
Na yeah, because what power no. Niya sa fechi abeto.
Abeto PBC no.
Yes, of course.
But I know say PBC war. Apart from my national office of Greater Accra, other regions and districts, some more offices.
They say within all the 9 cocoa growing regions, which has about 127 districts, that's constituencies in terms of
127 districts.
Yes.
And cocoa grown
areas.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Me too.
In every district, PBC has a facility.
Every district.
PBC has a facility. We have sheds, we have depots, we have staffs. What you see?
I see.
And to be very frank with you, PBC could be one of the vibrant businesses. We don't need to now start building infrastructure. We
PBC.
have it. Yes, we have it.
PBC infrastructure no harder.
Among all the LBCs, no LBC can challenge PBC when it comes to infrastructure. Look, as we are sitting down, the biggest challenge of PBC is funding.
Sika.
And it told the beer, some be or Yabeka Samianka, but Edika. And your President Mahama. And Obeba Beka say, hey, me pese me revamp PBC.
Okay.
Santi munyeni se. It told the be. Hey, yeah. Look, I hear Nieka. Regulator no yawan, and your government.
Regulator the government.
So, the regulator carve some deliberate policies.
Okay.
To revamp PBC. Won't it happen? Because PBC's source of revenue is on the margins that we make when we buy cocoa and deliver to the regulator. Meboa.
PBC sika onye nyina. Eye ne da eye mo business na mo yema ban so no. Eno na mo profita. Mo de bom ho bra.
Yes.
Eno na mo de tua salaries.
Yes. Eye bibia.
PBC no so a ban company.
Exactly. Ena the entire maker say ebi obibeka say the regulator will not be fair to other LBCs because Okoyesa na nature say he's not on a balanced foot. But the fact also here is that say baby enye profitable in operation biano. Other LBCs are omoye business minded, business center. No. They don't go there.
I see.
They will not go there to operate.
But maybe let me take you back a bit, Shadia. If also before President Mama first term, before NDC free power 2016, the market share of PBC was 30.8%.
Yeah.
Meaning that that 69.2% nakano. Yache among the other LBCs.
Yes.
So if today you are still given a chance for that percentage, you know, regulator, what is the big deal about this? Anna Yangu PBC Nana. Let me come out say.
No, I don't mean here, but I don't know. Sir, me by PBC with a green letter.
Okay.
And my aim is to make sure that the president's ambition is achieved.
Exactly. And before you proceed, let me play the president's voice no more. Because menya sure say oba PBC one out oba PBC. President Mahama vision ne ba ko ne say as I say or revive PBC. And before President Mahama eba the second term or promise Ghanaians about the revival, PBC's revival. Mami yeti we are into aso.
The workers of PBC have not been paid for about 8 months to 9 months. And it is not known when they would even receive their salaries. It is instructive to note that 2 of the directors who have led PBC into the ditch could see that they had finished the company, and so they were looking for new careers. So they went and stood as parliamentary candidates on NPP tickets. And God doesn't sleep. Happily, they lost. Happily, they both lost. And we thank God that he made them lose. Because you cannot behave like this. Run a profitable company like this into the ditch. And then now you want to bail out and go to parliament. They have to stay and wait for accountability. When we come, we will probe what happened to PBC and hold them to account.
Okay. Alaji, where first a year a tape. Mamin to cost more a year that of the finance minister. So the any because also make a promise. Now adia ye nyina na yese ene the youth unemployment rate no say esotie na abanya na sumdwe. So if a PBC jina na so I think somebody may employ more Ghanaians to work under your office. Meboa.
Exactly. Direct and indirect.
Okay, meba sisia. Eti President Mama voice ni abono. Finance Minister Okase mpuna na puno. Ono so can be for PBC.
Would not optimize its installed capacity for processing. The new financing model will utilize domestic cocoa beans to purchase cocoa. The new financing model will utilize domestic cocoa bonds to purchase cocoa and repay the cocoa proceeds within each crop year. The bonds will be used to raise a revolving fund for cocoa board to turn around at least once during the season. The model will also revive the indigenous licensed buying companies that have been completely thrown out of business as a result of the current financing model. State-owned produce buying company, PBC, will be revived to resume full operations and become the leading licensed buying company in the cocoa sector with immediate effect. With the new financing model, Cocoa Board can sell beans of any volume to local processing companies to promote value addition and job creation. Cabinet has, however, directed that with immediate effect, the remainder of the beans for the crop year 2025-2026 should be allocated for domestic processing. Cabinet has also directed that beginning from 2026 to 2027 crop season, a minimum of 50% of all cocoa beans should be processed locally. And this will be part of the Cocoa Board Bill going to Parliament. Pursuant to this, the state-owned cocoa processing company, CPC, will be revived as a matter of priority to become the leading processor of Ghana's cocoa beans. I've also, this morning, together with my colleague, the Minister responsible for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, met with domestic cocoa processors cutting across the private sector who have indicated that they have the capacity and the willingness to process more than 50% of Ghana's cocoa beans going forward. An agreement has been reached on the immediate implementation of this policy. In order to address the indebtedness inherited by the current management of Ghana Cocoa Board, Cabinet has further directed that the Minister responsible for Finance, myself, to urgently seek parliamentary approval for the following. One, to convert the legacy debt of about 5.8 billion Ghana cedis owed to the Ministry of Finance and Bank of Ghana. Cocoa Board currently owes the Ministry of Finance 3.7 billion Ghana cedis, which arose from the conversion of non-marketable cocoa bills into a loan, and the Bank of Ghana another 10-year loan of 1.38 billion Ghana cedis. The debt conversion will restore positive equity and boost the international and local market to support the operations of the Ghana Cocoa Board. This will strengthen the balance sheet, obviously, of Ghana Cocoa Board to enable it implement its new financing model and the reforms. Cabinet has also directed that, with immediate effect, there should be a transfer of road liabilities worth 4.35 billion Ghana cedis to the Ministry of Roads and Highways and the Ministry of Finance. From 2014 to 2024, Cocoa Board owed cocoa contractors.
I'm the latter part of a holding indium. Yeah, holding time our cabinet kushia about cocoa. Na womo Becca take course on Nadia didn't know. Say we see you buy. What's your president? About agrophone. Now, okay, Mami to you.
Some may say, President appointed me.
Yes.
Member dear or no open.
And okay.
Within PBC.
PBC.
A man. One, to revamp PBC.
Okay.
Two, whatever vision the president has for PBC is exactly what I said I have to do.
Okay.
And I'm not going to leave any stone unturned to achieve what the president wants. I'm committed to the president's vision for PBC. And quiet to say, heckling, unnecessary heckling, it doesn't work me. And focus. Me word there, and you know, so I made by PBC. President, no, I say, he wants to make sure that the SEO PBC some years back, no, it should never happen again. And by doing that, we will have to unearth that rot and make sure that anyone that is found culpable will be dealt with. Not dealt with by SEIDU, but by law. So that tomorrow, if I and my team will also misbehave, the coming people will hold us responsible. And this way, in this senior, you bet me about or my ajaba de hun by. Na so bi ba no ye no de ko na me so mi ba na me ye na me de ko a na che say ye bogana for kro no, which is not fair. And me president no, as I know, he's not interested in this. He wants Ghanaians to have value for whatever money they are putting in any business. Yankanu Kre say Olam is an LBC.
Okay.
PBC is also an LBC.
LBC.
Olam is using Ghanaians to run the LBC business.
Okay.
And they are profitable. Why is it that PBC, which is the state-owned, and we have even the structures more than Olam, we can't run our own LBC and be profitable? They actually margin so no. That is why I'm always like,
private
why
LBC
can survive? Why can't Ghanaians like PDC, very huge, having that background, having that market network? We have been known in the industry for several years. We have relationships. We have what it takes. Why is it that we cannot survive? We cannot do good business? Na many obi din komobi.
Mabintio.
And I say, PBC before had chopped a lot of financial successes. And even now Google says here, you see that PBC had won Club 100 trophies as first Club 100 company for 2 consecutive times. And on that idea, it was a crop of leadership that made it to chop that success. And then they have run the business to where it is now. Is it not also human beings? The difference is leadership. and commitment. Meboa.
Yeah.
So I have always told my workers that under my watch, PBC will chop another success. Under my watch,
Under your watch.
PBC would have to succeed.
Alaji meba, me commercial break about issues in be akane yese one. Yese matoko ko muntua. Eba be dis ankomo no. Mo current market share saying after the president mama buy in the second year mu no we. Anye biar cocoa board release sika over $1 billion for cocoa farmers are buying so do omkano. Yemfa nkonkotua. Etimeba mesan ba ho in few minutes time na ya deal with this enema we say nyina. Na ye hu say senior president mama edna this wadi hu na soma se fa ko PBC. Na president Kufado omugu PBC no. Ebeba mu a conversation na we na be kire. Na se obi so teba bi no ompemu yi a ene de ho no nya wo wasem. Ene de meye ho adwuma. Na fe Ghana fo na epe aban bi adwuma ye no. No so nya aban adwuma ye. Time about for that account bi boy yen sanso na